Let me start with something uncomfortable. Most people are not failing because life is unfair. They are failing because they are lying to themselves in ways that feel polite. Not dramatic lies, not obvious lies, quiet lies, reasonable lies, survival lies. The kind of lies you tell so you can keep functioning without changing. I'm just being realistic. I know my limits. I've already tried that. This is just a hard season. Those statements sound mature. They sound grounded. They sound responsible. But often, they are nothing more than emotional insulation. They keep you warm while your life slowly freezes. Here is the truth nobody teaches you. You do not build a small life by accident. You build it by agreement. You agree to stories that explain why you cannot move, cannot risk, cannot stretch, cannot grow. And over time, those stories harden into identity. You stop saying, "I can't right now." And you start saying, "I'm just not that kind of person." That is when the damage is done. Let me tell you about the most dangerous lie of all, the lie of experience. It sounds like wisdom. It sounds like maturity. I've been through enough to know how this ends. I've seen this before. I already know myself. Experience becomes a cage when you use it to predict the future instead of inform your decisions. Past pain becomes permission to stop trying, and that lie costs people decades. Because the truth is, you do not know how this ends. You only know how it ended last time, when you were less disciplined, less aware, less prepared than you are now. Another lie people cling to is the lie of personality. I'm just not disciplined. I'm not consistent. I'm more of a creative type. Let me be very clear. Those are not traits. Those are habits you have rehearsed long enough to confuse them with identity. You are not born avoiding effort. You practiced it. You are not born inconsistent. You tolerated it. And every time you repeat those stories, you make change feel dishonest, like you would be betraying who you are. That is backwards. Growth does not betray you. It reveals you. Then there is the lie of humility. I don't need much. I'm not chasing success. I'm grateful for what I have. Gratitude is not the problem. Using gratitude to avoid responsibility is. There is a difference between contentment and resignation. Contentment is peace with effort. Resignation is peace with stagnation. And many people hide resignation behind spiritual or moral language, so they never have to confront the quiet disappointment they feel with themselves. Let me say this gently, but honestly. If you keep explaining your life instead of improving it, you are lying to yourself. Explanations feel productive. They are not. They keep you talking instead of moving. Truth, on the other hand, feels sharp at first. Truth says, I have been avoiding this. Truth says, I chose comfort. Truth says, I could do more, but I didn't. Truth does not attack you. It hands control back to you. Because the moment you stop lying, you stop wasting energy. You stop managing perception. You stop defending patterns. You stop justifying behavior. And suddenly, you have energy to act. In 2026, many people are exhausted, not because life is demanding, but because deception is expensive. It takes effort to pretend you do not care. It takes effort to numb ambition. It takes effort to shrink without admitting it. Truth simplifies. When you tell the truth, you know what to do. Not because it is easy, because it is obvious. So here is the real work. Audit the stories you repeat. Listen to how you explain your delays. Notice where your language protects your ego at the expense of your future. Then remove one lie, not all of them, just one, and watch how much lighter your life becomes.